evening and welcome to Biz RoundUp. I am Tamiru Nimsal and we at our television bring you a collection of business highlights. Let's have a look at the headlines. Foreign exchange revenue from tourism rises to 2.17 billion US dollars. Central bank sees. Sri Lanka shows its enthusiasm to attend the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting due in October. Government relaxed the period applicable for conversion of export proceeds into Sri Lankan rupees. News in detail. Central Bank of Sri Lanka assumes that Sri Lanka's foreign exchange revenue from tourism rose to 2.17 billion US dollars in the first 8 months of this year. Tourism Ministry data shows that it is a 66.1% considerable jump from the same period last year.
Sri Lanka's tourist arrivals rose to more than 1.36 million visitors in the first 8 months of 2024. August arrivals were up 20.7% to 164,609 compared to the same month a year earlier. Tourism accounted for nearly 5% of Sri Lanka's economy when the sector was at its peak in 2018. Since then, it has been hit by violent Easter Sunday suicide attack in 2019 and COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, followed by an unprecedented economic crisis. Sri Lanka expects 2.3 million tourist arrivals in 2024 with ambitious $5 billion revenue for the whole year. Tourism earnings in August were estimated at $282.1 million, up from $210.5 million in the same month a year ago. The tourism earnings figure is estimated from a survey conducted by the Sri Lanka Tourism Development Authority. Sri Lanka's imports and the merchandise trade deficit have gradually picked up as tourism earnings came in and people in the sector spent the wages and other earnings.
Sri Lanka's tourist arrivals in August has fallen significantly short of the monthly target, marking the largest gap seen so far this year. This shortfall exceeded the previous largest gap of 35,225 visitors recorded in June, which was impacted by the ongoing visa-related issues.
As per the provisional data released by the Sri Lanka Tourism Development Authority, the month of August has shown a year-on-year increase of 20.7% with 164,609 arrivals compared to last year. Data also showed that, however, it still fell short by 38,298 visitors from the projected target of 202,907 for the month. The year-to-date tourist arrivals reached 1.36 million. Although the first 2 weeks of August displayed a promising start with an average of 6,545 delayed arrivals, this momentum dropped sharply in the second half of the month, culminating in a low of 2,804 arrivals on 28 August. As a result, the daily arrival average for August stood at 5,310, a decline from July's average of 6,058. India continued to be the largest source of tourists with 33,031 arrivals in August, followed by the UK with 17,587 and China with 11,333. Germany and Italy ranked 4th and 5th respectively. Notably, Russia returned to the top 10 markets, continuing 4,351 visitors. In August, India topped the rivals with 33,031 visitors, followed by the UK with 17,587 and China with 11,333 travelers. India also remains the top source market year-to-date with 258,672 arrivals, while the UK surpassed Russia to claim second place with 127,776 visitors. Russia now ranks third with 123,033 arrivals. For 2024, Sri Lanka aims to draw 2.3 million tourists and generate over $4 billion in revenue.
Foreign Secretary Aruna Wijewardena led Sri Lanka's delegation to the Commonwealth Senior Officials Meeting and Committee of the Whole in London earlier this month. These discussions revolved around preparations for the upcoming Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting in October, which will be held in Samoa, and the related outcome documents. Secretary Wijewardena engaged with Secretary of the UK Foreign Commonwealth and Development Officer Sir Philip Barton to discuss the ongoing efforts in the Sri Lanka-UK strategic dialogue. They focused on Sri Lanka's economic stabilization, sustainable development, and the importance of the UK's developing country trading scheme in fostering bilateral trade. Foreign Secretary also met with the Commonwealth Secretary General Patricia Scotland to review collaboration in education, climate change mitigation, mangrove conservation, and financial oversight. She also delivered a speech at the London Buddhist Vihara, emphasizing the long-standing religious ties between Sri Lanka and the UK through the Vihara and the British Mahabodhi Society. The Renewable Energy Protectors Association urged presidential candidates to clearly articulate their plans for addressing challenges in the renewable energy sector. They demanded to know whether the reduction of the tariff rate for solar energy projects to 27 rupees per unit will be implemented in a successive government. The REPA voiced their concerns in a press conference held in Colombo recently. REPA President Darshan Aliyansekar said that the last-minute tariff reduction discourages local investment in renewable energy and threatens the nation's aspirations for sustainable economic growth through clean energy. Aliyansekar noted that the government pays 70 to 100 rupees per unit for diesel-generated electricity while reducing the rate for solar energy, resulting in foreign exchange losses due to reliance on expensive imported diesel. The association asked candidates to clarify their support for renewable energy and urged solar energy adapters to back the candidate committed to reversing the Power and Energy Minister's decision. Stay tuned. We will return after this short commercial break. Welcome back after the break. One of the state-run banks, People's Bank, announces that it has once again demonstrated its commitment to digital excellence by surpassing 3 million customer registrations on its digital platforms. Through its innovative online banking services, mobile banking apps, and wallet solutions, People's Bank continues to set the standard for convenient, secure, and accessible banking.
People's Bank Chairman Sujiva Rajapaksa said that their online banking platforms and mobile apps have been designed with customer convenience, security, and accessibility in mind, which has contributed to their widespread popularity. He added that the bank is leading the way in transforming Sri Lanka's banking sector by offering simple, effective, and real solutions to address customer requirements. People's Bank offers a comprehensive suite of digital solutions designed to meet the needs of both individual and corporate clients. Retail customers benefit from the People's Wave mobile app, People's Web Internet Banking, and the People's Pay Wallet app, while corporate clients can access banking services through People's Web corporate banking platforms. Further enhancing customer convenience, People's Bank provides a fully digital account opening service through its People's Viz system, allowing for a seamless paperless account setup. This innovative service enables digital agents to open accounts quickly and efficiently using a tablet. In addition, the People's Pay Merchant module simplifies digital payments for small businesses, making it easier for them to adopt a Lanka QR technology.
The Women's Chamber of Industry and Commerce announced the launch of its annual flagship event, WCIC Pratibha Abhisheka Women Entrepreneurs Awards 2024. WCIC Pratibha Abhisheka will recognize and reward the outstanding women entrepreneurs of Sri Lanka and in the SAARC region this year too for the third consecutive year.
The award ceremony will honor women entrepreneurs for their tenacity to scale and grow and for their contribution and impact on the economy. Whilst the competition is primarily for Sri Lankan entrepreneurs, they have included an opportunity for women entrepreneurs in the SAARC region to compete under a special category. Accordingly, WCIC will be accepting applications under the categories Startup, Micro, Small, Medium and Large. Each category will have a specific revenue for the year under review 2023 to 2024. Gold, Silver and Bronze awards will be presented for each category.
Sri Lanka is too small economy for people to really make a big impact. If we are to make a big impact, we have to push people to go global and to be export oriented. So just to tell you a little bit about the impact that we've seen, one of the things that we also want to showcase to the country is the contribution that is being made by these women. So if you look at the last year, the combined revenue of the Sri Lankan applicants was 35.1 billion. So that's a decent figure only from the applicants. the women entrepreneurs who applied. The combined revenue was 35.1 billion. And we were very happy to see a significant increase in the startups, which accounted for about 35% of the applicants, which is a very positive sign, especially in a situation where we are economically stressed.
The government of Netherlands stresses the need to maintain stability of the economy and the administration at the same time, as it directly affects for the development of a country. The Ambassador of Netherlands, Bonnie Hobart, stressed these at a recent meeting took place with the Prime Minister Dinesh Gunawardena in Colombo. The Ambassador of Netherlands, Bonnie Hobart, called on Prime Minister Gunawardena at the Temple Trees in Colombo this Monday. In a cordial discussion with Prime Minister, she praised the progress made in the last 2 years in the country and the efforts taken to solve the issues of the people in the north and east. She also has added that the efforts taken to ensure all are equal partners of the development are progressing well, and they earnestly hope this process will continue uninterrupted under a stable government. She has also mentioned that beside the fact that she is coming from a country with immense experience in water management, however, she was amazed at the Sri Lanka's ancient irrigational systems that include long canals and tanks. Ambassador Hobart has also reminded that Netherlands provided scholarships for postgraduate studies to archaeology students from Sri Lanka. The Netherlands is also assisting the Archive Department of Sri Lanka with the state-of-art technology for preservation of ancient manuscripts. Stay tuned. We will return after this short commercial break. Welcome back after the break. The central bank has relaxed the period applicable for conversion of export proceeds into Sri Lankan rupees. The central bank announces that the decision was taken in terms of the Central Bank Act, substantially relaxing the period applicable for exporters of goods to convert their export proceeds into Sri Lankan rupees.
Accordingly, the central bank has issued the repatriation of export proceeds into Sri Lanka Rules No. 1 of 2024, which was published in the Extraordinary Gazette dated the 1st of July this year. The CBSL further says that it was also considered the macroeconomic developments, in particular the developments in domestic foreign exchange market conditions, when they took the decision. These rules were approved in Parliament on the 4th of September 2024 and came into effect on the same date. By these rules, the CBSL said the period applicable for exporters of goods for mandatory conversion of residual of their export proceeds into Sri Lankan rupees has been extended up to the 10th day of the month after expiration of 3 calendar months. They clarifies that it will include the month of receipt or will count the 3 months from the date of receipt of export proceeds or supply receipts as against the period of the 7th day of the following month. The detailed rules are accessible through the website of Department of Foreign Exchange, which goes as www.dfe.lk.
MP Rohini Kumari Wijeratne presented a report to the Select Committee of Parliament on behalf of its chair, MP Vadivel Suresh, to address the worsening issue of child malnutrition in Sri Lanka. The Parliament media said that it outlines the 4 key forms of child undernutrition: stunting or low height for age, wasting or low weight for height, underweight or low weight for age, and micronutrient deficiencies. The report highlights that 15.9% of babies born in Sri Lanka in 2022 had a low birth weight, while underweight and stunting in infants and children under 2 years of age increased in 2023. According to Parliament, the Nuwara district recorded a particularly alarming underweight rate of 24.6%, where 1 in 4 children is identified as moderately or severely underweight. It said that the report also noted that 1.2% of children under 5 suffer from severe acute malnutrition, affecting nearly 16,000 children nationwide. The economic crisis in 2022 worsened food insecurity, with 74% of households unable to afford food or daily essentials during the last 6 months of the year. The proportion of food insecure households increased to 24% by the third quarter of 2023. The report presented to the Select Committee of Parliament further contained several key recommendations to counter the malnutrition among young children, adolescents and infants in the country. The report recommended immediate intervention to prevent chronic malnutrition in children. Strengthening maternal and child health programs with adequately skilled field health staff was identified as a crucial step in achieving this objective. The report also emphasized the importance of reinstating vitamin A supplementation for school children. It also highlighted the need to improve food security, especially for families with children under 5. It further recommended using health management information systems to map malnutrition risk and address vulnerabilities. It further stressed the importance of ensuring the uninterrupted supply of nutritional supplements to pregnant mothers and malnourished children. The report recommended the implementation and monitoring preschool and school feeding programs along with enforcing school canteen guidelines to ensure access to quality food. With that, we wind up for today. For this and more, subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. See you tomorrow with State of Business at 7:45 p.m. Take care and good night.